Oh, hi, Professor. This is Bikram, and here this video is regarding the final project submission of IES subject. The project is related to build an API, a secure API more specifically. So here we will be talking about the different aspects, how we are gonna create the API, how like authentication and authorizations using cookies, and extracting the data using the APIs. And also, we will talk about which particular protocol is best for API security. So first, in the first part, we can see here on the screen that we have our code in place. So first of all, we will run it. As we can see, there is no issues found here. So as we run it, to Google Chrome where localhost is running. So the output will be coming in a while. So I just killed the previous running. Now I'm running the identity code. So here is the identity example code. So I'm going to run it where we will see how the registrations take. Now it is running as of now, and we will see that again the local host will be generated in the Google Chrome output, and we will see that a register page where we can register, and that cookies will be stored in our Google Chrome. So this is the output of identity code, but here we're gonna see that how home slash register gonna work. As we run it, we will see that we got a registration page where we need to enter our credentials. Here, I have registered, and now a verification email will be sent to me. So this is because of OAuth authentication. Now, yes, we can see that the email has to send to me. We have to open Papercut for checking the email. I will verify this email, and let's see. As I'm verifying, we will be able to see that here in the Google Chrome, the verification has been done. So yes, we got an email that thank you for verification. So please log in here. Now we're going to log in here. We will again put that credentials. Also, this secret page is only be accessible by a person who is authorized to access the secret page. Now I am able to, access this page because I have logged in and verified my email. For this API, basically, we need JWT token, and we need to demonstrate how the API and we are acquiring its data using the Postman. First of all, we need to understand what is JWT. JWT stands for JSON Web Token. So it is an open standard that defines a compact and self-contained way for securely transmitting information between parties as a JSON object. So here is our the server kind of side code where we gonna use for creating the API. So we are now logged into server homepage. Here we're gonna check that we are we able to access the home authenticate URL, and we get our token key here. So this token key will be used to access our API. Now I'm going to use this key in our jwt.io website. We will read its content, what is the value of payload, header, and signature. So we're gonna paste the value here, and this is the decoded value, and we have the granny cookie which is stored, and this is a JWT type token. This is the value of signature as well. We can see here that it is encrypted in base64. Further, we will be able to use the Postman for our further task for getting or fetching the data using API. We will gonna create a request. I have already entered the value in the get command and use the authorization using um, using our token key. So as I make a request, we can see that the server homepage content is visible here. So here you can see that we have used the bearer token, and this is our token that was generated earlier. So further, to fetch other pages of our APIs, what we're gonna use, we're gonna run the other pages and fetch those using our API. So I'm gonna run the basic again, and here we will see the content of this time. Output we can see here that the we are now the user is authenticated and user has passed the DOB claim. This is purely shows that the token has been generated, and we can easily access the values. Global authorization is another concept that we have used here, and why we need it. The reason for implementing it is that if we want to have a super secure website, okay, now we have used the same URL in our get request in Postman, and we can see that after sending the request, we are able to get the exact data that is we were able to see in the local host. So the data can be fetched easily. Now this is a Razor page with no authorization. So what is a Razor page? Razor page is a newer simplified web application programming model. It removes much of the ceremony of ASP.NET MVC by adopting a file-based routing approach. Now we will check the secured URL, and here we can see the output. There is the secured page with authorization is available. Now the question is, what is the best authentication method for API security? I will recommend that OAuth is the best because OAuth does not share password data but instead uses authorization tokens to prove an identity between consumer and service providers. OAuth is an authentication protocol that allows you to approve one application interacted with another on your behalf without giving away your password. So I believe OAuth is one of the uh, best and safest uh, authentication technique used as well. Hence, this is the end of task 1. Now we are switching to task 2, where we will answer the questions that about the recommendation of system security company. Now we are going to answer our recommendations for the system security company. First question was, how can we transfer personal data securely within their network? Now we know that FTP is basically best to transfer the files between computers on a network. So one can use FTP to exchange files between computer accounts, transfer files between an account and a desktop computer, or access online. Now we get a password, host name, and user to connect to FTP location. We can drop the files and we can download the files directly from any FTP. There are so many, softwares like FileZilla to connect to FTP location. So FTP full form is like file transfer protocol, and FTP client to FTP client to transfer files over FTP connection. So these are the details for question number one. Now, what security protocol is best for transferring personal files? We know that secure file transfer protocol that we call SFTP is best for transferring personal files. SFTP is an entirely different protocol based on the network protocol, that is SSH, as we know that secure shell. Coming to the next question, here, can we encode and encrypt images? That is a very great question, and the answer is yes. We can do that. We need to, encrypt the images and decrypt in the same format in the which we have encrypted. For encoding, we use B64 encoding. So basically, depending on which method of AES encryption anyone is using, one we need to nonce and a key. One must save the nonce with the file and read it back in from the file to decrypt the file. So this is a way to encode, encrypt and decrypt the image file. Now coming to the next question, our database cannot be moved from a site, and we need to be able to access it externally using a secure API. Can you explain the architecture of a secure API? So this is the same question that we have covered in the previous task, in which we have created the JWT token and access the secured API. Similarly here as well, we are going to explain the architecture. So basically what happens is, whenever a user go to client application and hit for the username and password, basically that is basically kind of sign in request. Now what API does, API creates a JWT, that is JSON Web Token, which is created, and it returns the JWT to the client app so that it can verify that this user is authenticated. Whenever a further request is done from the client application, the JWT is always attached with that particular request. Here is, can you recommend a secure framework for coding an API? Yes, obviously, the Fast API is the one of the latest and best recommended framework for secure APIs, because it provides HTTP basic library, OAuth 2 and API keys in header and query parameters or cookies. So this is why it is very secure. Coming to the next, what data interchange format should we use while transferring data between locations? We know that JavaScript object notation, which we call JSON, is the best for interchanging the transferring data between locations in interchange format. So JavaScript has a nice notation where you can define objects using key and value pairs. It gives a human readable collection of data that we can access in a logical manner. Further question is, how should we store our data in our many locations? Now we know that there are two traditional ways, like on-premises or core location methods, in which some companies save data in the service in the servers that are on premises, or correlation, that co-location means there were data centers in which the off-premises data was stored. But nowadays, which is most preferred way, is the cloud storage. Here, migrating the whole of their data operations to a public cloud provider, say AWS, Azure, or GCP, Google Cloud Platform. So in such a way, the payment is totally flexible. How much we use, that basically create the payment or cost, and it is also provide tremendous versatility and other benefits, like public cloud solutions are usually quite scalable, making it easy to provision more storage or computing resources as they are needed. The last question here is, what are the ethical concerns related to the transmission of personal data? Now there are so many concerns, but the major concern is the area of security, definitely. Now to confront this, security hazards during transmission over a wireless network. Now in this way, it is relatively easy to drop on the audio video conversations or intercept and modify data packets. Anyone with a PC and access to public network has the ability to capture network traffic, potentially compromising the privacy and the reliability of the application. So these are the ways in which personal data can be compromised while transmitting. So that is the reason it is mandatory for wireless applications to guarantee authentication, confidentiality, and integrity of the data. This is all about the 8 questions that are that demands our recommendation. That's it from my side. Thank you so much. Bye.